I want Dave to still be here, but I also want to honor his legacy and his life and kind of share that with everyone because he meant so much to so many people.
Whether it was skyscrapers, shoes, or monkeys, whatever you brought up, David not only knew about it, he had experience with it. Definitely a one-of-a-kind person.
The special part about him is he would help no matter what he was doing. He would put that aside and help you out. And I've seen him do that with everybody.
He could do just about anything he set his mind to. He was just a great all-around person like that.
He became not just a coworker, but a friend and really a mentor and a person that I looked up to in a lot of ways.
Everyone in the room just loved it when he was there. I mean, when it was just always a good feeling when you saw David in the door. You knew something good was about to happen.
David was a chemist, but he was a part-time carnival barker. That's the best way I can say it. He was comfortable in front of people, talking, doing demos. He was just good to work with, and we just got along great.
When I first met David, would have been when I was interviewing him for his job. I guess what stood out to me was the fact that he was so excited.
You don't know, okay, a chemist when you think about a chemist. And when he first came aboard, I was like, oh boy, we have a young one and another one.
Knowing that he was a chemist that Corey had hired, I thought, how geeky is this guy going to be? Yeah. So when I actually had a conversation with him, and he was just amazing and so funny.
He was really the first friend, as opposed to being a coworker. He was the first friend that I became friends with here. It was less than 6 months that Jack had come up with this great idea for the OdoShow. They asked for me to be the co-host. And so that formed a bond between us.
He was really involved with these videos and the live stream and was just such a great presence on camera. And he knew how to talk to people, and people loved him.
Not a lot of chemists do TV shows, and it was just his ability to blend in with any department.
He was a scientist, he was a chemist, but he could explain complex things so that I could understand. And he would explain them in ways that I could share with our customers and they could understand.
A lot of the times, if I had questions about how to use a product, I'd go to David first.
I think David was able to resonate with people and come across, although he was a chemist and he could talk technical, but he brought things down to, everyday terms and got the point across where the average person could understand.
My favorite memories about David are just the times when he was funny, because he had a great sense of humor.
David's sense of humor was off the chain. I don't think you could have been around him and not made you laugh in some sort of fashion.
Normally when he would tell a joke, it was the delivery, even if it wasn't funny.
He always made me laugh when he was doing demos, doing them for the camera. I mean, I was watching one the other day. He was thrilled about our products, and he was thrilled about making it fun for the customer.
We laughed all the time. David could find the humor in anything. And if you were concerned about something, he would put in his brand of humor and make it, seem better.
I remember just a big presence. You always knew when Dave was around, and you liked being around Dave. He could put a smile on your face when, you've had a crappy day, and he could put things, just having a conversation with him could actually put things in perspective for you.
He never got ruffled up about anything. Nothing seemed to stress him out. He was always even keel. We could be working on one thing, and 30 minutes later, the project changed.
He was calm, he was cool and collected at all times. So he brought a very ground to this team.
He was an open-minded, thoughtful man. He didn't always just have a quick answer because he wanted to think about things, and he would consider your opinion.
What did he love?
His wife. You could tell they were best friends. They had a long love story, and they were soulmates.
I loved the type of husband he was. He was so proud to be her husband.
It's going to sound a little strange, but it stood out that he would talk about his home life in a good way, and especially his wife.
He was family. He's going to be sorely missed.
He was like a big brother, even though he was a lot younger than I am. It's left a big hole. It has with everybody.
The only thing that I'd like to say is what a great guy.
Will can never replace, nor will there ever be another.
If we can be more like David, we'll all be better people.
There's not a person in this company that will not miss him. I hear stories even today, things he did that I never knew about, helping people.
I'm very honored to have known him. He's made a difference in my life, and I learned a lot from him.
They keep falling, that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me. Never stop the rain by complaining.
Dun, dun.
Dun, 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 'cause I'm free. Nothing worrying me. Bum, bum,
Okay,
ba-da-bum.
let's do some.
Okay.